Grenadiers pushing up with a... Oh, sorry, and Stormtrooper pushing up with a demo being placed. Maybe don't place it when the enemy literally is shooting you. That's maybe a general rule of thumb. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 3v3 on the map across the Rhine. I almost forgot it. Jesus, it's been a while since I've been on this map. Anyway, we got 3D, Orient, and Coda versus Joey, Kaka, oh, I'm butchering that name probably, and Bacon. One of these players is an amazing Patreon supporter who submitted this replay, so thank you very much for doing that. If you want to support me on Patreon, check the link down below, and you can check out my Patreon. But in any case, let's double check their play time. Bit of a mixed bag. And looks like the Axis are a little, yeah, they're definitely a lot stronger in overall play time. But we'll see how that translates into actual battlefield tactics, as they have 2 Austere and 1 OKW versus pretty much one of the allies. Reachelon's pushing on into the building, trying to keep the Germans back, but they already grabbed their fuel. Thanks, Cat, for messing with my light. Always fantastic to see. American infantry are trying to move on into support, capping the point. We got Soviets going with special rifle as we have a sniper on the field. Very risky, and also Kaka went counterattacks. So very interesting to see because, well, if he goes special rifle and he has that, he's pretty much going to be unable to hold his front. So that means his allies are going to have to fill in the gaps. But I think Orient's going to be able to push on in. He has double Grenadiers, looking very strong, although the sniper did get a good hit. Grenadiers going to give chase. Engineers might try to hold him back. We'll see how that goes. Riflemen are engaging Storm Pioneers and also Volk squads right now. Although they let the Volks into the building, so great job, Joey. We got Storm Pioneers as well close by. So most likely with that added pressure, the OKW forces, aka 3D, will push back Joey's forces quite effectively. It looks like Joey trying to come over to help his teammate, but Pioneers are overwhelming him. And the sniper had to go back. He's getting some additional shots on target, but still, it's one of those things, like, he's grabbing territory. He's doing a pretty good job. Hopefully he can, like, get that for the, for Austere and the main German forces, as they're having some troubles down south. British forces delayed them. They did push some back. Hold on. Did they grab a... No, they killed the MG-42. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Bacon, do you have grenades? You do! Oh, okay, so he used a grenade on the MG, because those guys looked like they were blown to bits. The leg was a really big determining factor on that. Anyway, blew him to bits, and now we have an MG trying to hold back so many Grenadiers. Good use, by the way, by this gentleman. Coda is doing a good job because he's separating his units, going around and overwhelm the MG without taking too many losses. So yeah, he's going to fall back. And right now we have Coda taking the capture point and moving in for the fuel. So that will assist the Germans getting double fuel. Sniper is still assisting up to 8 kills. So it is doing a lot of work. Penals as well trying to go for that kill. But alas, Grenadier is holding the line pretty well. He has triple Grenadiers right now. Double Sturm and 2 Volk. And Coda actually went with the Doctrine, German Infantry Doctrine. Very, very good, especially I've seen against British. That's predominantly what I see this Doctrine used for, at least in the tournament, so I can see why this player is doing it. He's trying to up his infantry power to really combat the Brits. Although, now there's a Brit patch that came out. It's very small. That's why I didn't make a video on it. It's one of those things where it does affect the 5-man squads, which if I pull it up right now, I think it'll show... Oh, wait, no, they already upgraded, but you have to get that next base before you can get it. Also, they mess with the Vickers now. You need the additional upgrade of the building before you can get it. So it does help. We have a double sniper. Oh my god, you are risking it so much. But hey, it could be effective. That being said, I guarantee you a 2-2-2 in this man's action, or one of the Austeres. Probably the man he's shooting would probably be more likely to go Austere in 2-2-2. And looks like, yeah, he's already building a light mechanized, so that is already means battle phase 1. Wait, Orient... Oh my god, Orient and Coda went with infantry focus. Alright, I mean, that is possible. You can do that, but that is the same doctrine. And I have a general rule that you don't double up on doctrines. Sniper is opening fire on the MG. He's going to have to retreat, otherwise, yep. Good job with the Vickers, double sniper, able to reduce it. I do like how he is assisting his teammates. Joey was able to push on in a little bit to the left, but we still got 3D coming in with Volk squads. I think he'll be okay against the Grenadiers. Riflemen. Simply because of the fact that He's in cover. Rifleman had to move to him. Incendiary's now going off, and yeah, looks like the Rifleman will have to fall back. Also, half-track is in development. We have a captain, so most likely a T-gun, howitzer, American half-track, but still curious. Orient, again, we have a 222 in development. I can only imagine what that's for. That being said, penals with PTRS rifles. So it looks like the snipers will wear down the infantry. The penals will guard against other infantry. So he has something. He has a little bit of a deterrence for armor. So he's not completely going in just like, I'm going to fight off the German army with only snipers and winning it, which I've seen quite a few times. Anyway, we got rear echelons opening fire on some grenadiers. They've been upgraded, but they just haven't gotten an extra man squad. So it looks like they upgraded en route. Captain's pushing on in. Might be able to do some damage on that MG. The MG's setting up in its general direction, but the captain got around. But you have all the grenadiers firing at range, so they might be able to push back the MG, but I think the captain is pretty much going to be torn apart. And he is. He'll falling back. Volk squad's moving on in, supported by a half-track and a 222 now on the field. PTRS rifles are there. But that being said, the grenadiers are also there, so they can help wear down that area. Volk squad's pushing on in. Let's see. We got MG, but he's not grabbing territory, so right now the allies are not... Oh, wait, never mind. They grabbed the other fuel. So resource-wise, it's dead even, but the allies have a slight lead in fuel. So good job there. Population-wise, we're looking, I would say, low 30s for the... low 30s for Axis and allies, so it's pretty damn close. 222 hit by rifle grenade, PFS rifles as well, trying to assist. Half-track suppressing the infantry. Looks like the Germans will win this fight, and they'll be able to grab that territory, and hopefully they head left and decap one of these points to stop the fuel. That'll be a 2-for-1 cap. Rather than just going for the fuel, because then, yeah, you're stopping the fuel, but then you can also grab additional resources, you know, and stop them as well. It's, like I said, 2-for-1. Rifleman opening fire, very close to a AT grenade. I'm sure Joey's like, come on, just a little more. But half-track's redeploying. You have all these grenadiers. Now up to Vet 5, and I'm assuming, hold on. You have medical over here. Okay, fun fact. With these guys, this ability only requires Vet 1, so you can have this one grenadier heal not only himself, but others for free. So that's another huge bonus with this upgrade that I completely forgot about during the tournament. But I was like, oh, duh. That makes a lot of sense for for how much it costs. So yeah, it's very effective in long-term healing. That way you don't also as well have to require a base, which he did. So half-track being deployed, pushing back the captain. We have a American half-track being developed. Curious why he doesn't get an AT gun, but we do have that. The 3D is bringing an AT gun. Right now, down south, we got Bacon trying to capture territory. He went with Vanguard, so he might be trying to make a forward base down there. Brit's trying to get some shots from behind. Righty, doing pretty well. We also have Stormtroopers being deployed on the front. Grenadiers doing what I said, the quick cap on the middle area, so that way they cuts off this. Not bad, not bad. So they're going to grab that piece of territory. We have double snipers maneuvering in mid. Looks like they have a total of 17 kills, doing pretty well for themselves. Interesting demo location. Again, this is the default map mode, so kind of like what Skippy does. He's putting explosives in places you would not think to be, but it is. Not to be said, you can still see it, but still, it would be a little harder for the Germans, or really any faction, to see that demo. But, you know, it's the Soviet one, so we'll see how well that goes. Snipers opening fire. Half-track is within range of the snipers. We could see them just shred them, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The half-track will hit the snipers, and Stern Pioneers will chase down the sniper. He realizes a little late that there was not just one, but two snipers, but the Stern Pioneers are now focusing on the infantry rather than the snipers. Half-track has pulled back with AT grenade. American half-track is all putting pressure on the Sturms. They'll have to fall back. American forces losing their captain. That's a big loss right there. Looks like the Soviets are still doing A-okay. Bacon doing pretty well. He got his British infantry back to base. He's laying himself a B-4. I don't mind this spot, but as a reminder, Pacton could has a clear line of sight, so maybe build a nice little cover area in front to take the hits. 222 looks like died from the 6-pounder. Great shot. And Vickers machine gun holding back the Grenadiers from going down south. Coda is right now bringing out a mortar, most likely to counteract the B-4. Makes sense. It's quick. It's easy way, quick way, and also back it up with a pack. And yeah, that B-4 is going to be in for a rude awakening. But good allied deterrence is at least keeping the Germans from pushing up any further. But they are getting a lot of territory and a lot of resources right now. But again, their focus of these commanders. Jesus Christ. All right, well, that could have been a lot worse. But, hey, the Grenadiers at least were pushed back. Anyway, the whole focus of these doctrines is early game for a lot of these, and having at least very powerful infantry. Now, Joey's getting heavy cav, so we could see some Rangers come in to really assist. That could help. That could absolutely help, but we'll have to see how things go. Stormtroopers dropping smoke, trying to get out of there, trying to get back into a better position. Hopefully that works. Snipers coming back. Does he have medical squads? He does have medics. They're kind of fusing together like the Thing, but it's fine. They're deployed and on the field. So I'm just surprised because the sniper's still a little injured. 222 trying to make it out. Looks like maybe trying to heal. Satchel's going off. It's dead. Although, well, yeah, you better just blow it up. You know, for good measure. It already lived once. Make sure it doesn't live again. Snipers looks like they're combing the battlefield. This AT could be a perfect shot as it's not camouflaged, not Ved 1. So snipers will just open fire. But looks like they're actually putting on the Volk squads, which could be lured into confrontation if they take the closer route. Looks like he's actually going to retreat. The British as well holding... oh, they killed the mortar. I had no idea why the mortar was that close. That's a... yes, let's have the mortar. Move on in. Sir, it's literally in range. It's fine. The mortar will kill it. Sir, the mortar has to be out of its range. Oh, why didn't you tell me? I just did, sir. I didn't hear it. Sir, you're an idiot. I didn't hear that either. What'd you say? Nothing, sir. Riflemen are currently being suppressed by, oh, the MG in the back. Half-tracks moving on in. We can see a battle of the half-tracks right now. American has a little more mobility behind it. The Germans have a little bit more armor and additional... And the reason I say that is just because of the fact, like, literally it'll just start firing, and as well as hulls down, so it's a little bit better in that. And also you can smoke your way out, worst case. Or this thing. And if it takes a lot of hits, you're pretty much screwed in that department. Half-track moving on in. Looks like he'll be able to open fire. And yeah, it's ripping him apart right down to half health. He's going to have to make a quick escape. Luckily, there is a an M1 in range, not 6-pounder. Wait, is that a German sniper? It was a German sniper. It was a German sniper. So yeah, Coda is being pushed back pretty heavily. Grenadiers really being torn apart. There's maybe an area where you just lock these 2 points down, place mines, etc., MG, a bunker, whatever you need to, and literally just focus in mid in the other territories, because right now the Allies are doing a fantastic job at counterattacking. But I assume the Germans have a strategy in the near future, and that strategy is a Stug. Alright, Stug is in development. Alright, we'll see how effective that thing can be. Right now the Allies are... No, the Brits have... Wait, no, I'm sorry, the Brits. The Americans have a major in development. Okay. Then they have the captain fully researched, or at least that tree. Let's see. Bacon is yet to go anything further with the Brits. Then again, it has fuel, just not using manpower. Let's see. Orient is going tier 3. 30 is already deployed in medical, but not a mechanized. He has the fuel for it. And right now, Coda has deployed a tier 2 building. Has he researched anything for... He's researching Battle Phase 2, so we can see a lot of meteor armor out soon. Again, armor-piercing rounds. Like, just saying. Just saying. Grenadiers preparing and actually lighting up the echelons pretty damn well. So good shots across there. Echelons equipped with bazookas. Great for anti-armor. Not saying that. But they can't do much against these Grenadiers and echelons. Not echelon, sorry. The engineer with the Pioneer with the flamethrower. My god, I can't talk. Pioneer as well, burning not only the echelons back, but the American infantry. We have additional riflemen coming on in, and yeah, the Germans. Oh god, the half-track again coming on the side. Really good use of that 3D. So really good job. Also, a lot of manpower. So I have no idea what you're saving for, but I assume it's gonna be very, very bad. Let's see. Bofer is taking some hits from a long-range pack. Not a bad idea. Right now, it's going to be the real question is, yeah, is the British, wow, they have mortar. Can they counter that? Grenadiers, if they play defensively, should be able to protect it in time. Otherwise, I don't see any other, I mean, you said infantry, sure, but the Germans have that 3-2. So I'll be curious to see. I think the British won't have enough men and firepower to break through those Grenadiers, but maybe they just need to protect the pack, protect the Bofer from the pack long enough for heals to be done. Anyway, it looks like the Major, unfortunately, got into a wrong battle, dropped an artillery before leaving the area. Yep, and it's going to fall back. Now, again, one thing to note is the Allies don't have direct strike. And anytime you're in a 3v3 and 4 in a 4v4 game, I always recommend having a form of a direct strike. Now, you can always say the B-4 Greyshot. You just believe and it'll hit. And, well, 100%, we have no idea if this person is a believer in the B-4. So, just saying, always back up it's a direct strike just in case the enemy, especially in this map, artillery could be a major factor in the future, but we'll see. Right now, it's strafing support. We always have a Katusha available, and again, the major and the Soviet, the American, and via the major and the close range. Oh, what's that unit called? Damn it, I don't want to look it up, but I'm gonna have to. It's that officer unit. This unit, the assault officer, currently has a recon ability they could use. Anyway, American forces trying to hold this munitions. We got stormtroopers fighting. Wait, squad. The Brits lost the squad? Oh, they lost both British infantry section. My God. All right. He lost no grenadiers in that battle. Okay, so he did try to push up, but he got massacred. Oh, my God. There was a bit of a massacre up here. A lot of Brits died, Germans died, but all around, they held. That was the big thing. Now the B-4 can keep firing. Right now, that mortar is the best thing they have to try to stop them. Sniper is in mid. Did we lose the other sniper? We did. This one has 14 kills, so I think we lost the better one. Demos are still in place. Right now, big infantry push coming on in. Hopefully they get near the bush and causes a large explosion. That would be great. Oh, wait. Oh, he realized it. Good micro there. 30's like, I'm not falling for it. Half track opening fire. 11 kills. Nothing to sneeze at. M1 kind of guarding gets a Stug. Gonna light that sucker up. Gonna need to pull it back. Half track, I think, is gonna be in the clear. Right now, the Stug is at disadvantage in this fight. Half track's doing great and will push back the German infantry. Again, I think the Germans might have been better off with not bad idea with the Stug, but I think they need a little infantry support to assist them here against the north. They just didn't have it. They sent everything mid. So again, spread out units a little bit. That way you can maybe rifle grenade this thing. And also the half track does suppress both your units. 3D still. We have a Panzer headquarters in development. Also, it looks like we have almost a Dotton on field, just upgraded. Coming on down to assist. American forces trying to take the VP. Right now, it's pretty close with the VPs. The Germans are slightly down, but the Allies are close behind, within like 40 points of each other. So yeah, it's still pretty close in my opinion. Especially since the Germans are bringing the Allies down right now and making it closer and closer. Unfortunately, we have some additional fighting going on. Looks like Coda did lose some forces against Bacon. Bacon trying to get his men up. Frag bomb. Oh my God, frag bomb. Inflicting some more losses on Bacon. Bacon having a rough time right now defending the south. He'll be able to hold for a little longer, but I don't know for how much longer. Yeah, so he's going to need to reorganize his defenses, I think, a little bit more to really just hold this front. Maybe move the MGs up. I don't know. Right now, we got a B-4 hit, so B-4 has been developed. Where did you build the B-4, I wonder? You built 2 B-4s. Jesus. Okay, first off, bad call. This B-4 should be here, because that way we can use the high ground to make sure they can't hit you. And oh wait, you're closer, so that always helps. They could come here, but again, I think also the cover protects it from sight, which is why I'm like, okay, and again, I think they're out of range for throwing a grenade this way. So this would be a great spot. You could do it here, or maybe here. But yeah, this area is also blocking the roadway, which is why I don't recommend it. Also, they're very far back. That's another thing. The spread on the B-4 is pretty severe from longer ranges, so you want to make sure you're a little closer, as I think both B-4s completely whipped. We'll see, maybe this one gets a good hit in, I'm hoping, but I don't know. Penal troops trying to hold, throwing a satchel on the ground. Germans launching a major assault. Satchel being ignored and getting a lot of kills. Great satchel right there, and yeah, Volk Squad's losing a ton. Sudan, though, advancing. Jesus, that Volk Squad did not manage to live. Oh boy, Stu trying to get the hell out of there. It looks like he'll be able to. Rangers coming on against Grenadiers. Again, Grenadiers better, longer ranges. Could throw a grenade, possibly, maybe. Rangers, though, again, a lot of Grenadiers right now. Definitely pushed him back. Yeah, and nice little win right there. Nice win for the Americans holding the line. Oh, and at least, yeah, they stopped the Obusadon and the remaining forces in their tracks. Oh, wait, no, Obusadon pushing on in. Okay, never mind. Oh, grenade. Was hoping for a retreat. Did not happen. Joey probably a little disappointed by that. But, yeah, the Obusadon just tore him asunder. He's going to quickly kill the Obusadon, force him back. Funnel grenade, though, does quite a bit to the lieutenant. It looks like another frag bomb happened somewhere. I'm unsure where. Panzer IV pushing on in. Right now, Bacon, do you have any additional oh my god, Bacon losing the South. Coda just waiting for the right moment. And yeah, that happened. By God, the entire South has been routed in a major extent. I do not believe Bacon will be able to hold unless he deploys some armor. He could deploy something. He does have the ability for a Comet. I think that's what he was saving up for. But this is one of those moments where it's like, you're doing great, and I know you're doing great, but I think a Cromwell earlier on, or even a, yeah, I think, or a Panzer IV or something. Also, retreat your units out here. Stop retreating here, just do a full route, because you're losing too many men. Great, you throw an AT grenade on the Panzer IV, but like, you lost everything. You should have fallen back into a better spot, in my opinion. So as Bacon defiantly tries to hold this region, I honestly do not. Oh my god, Bacon, why? Get out of there, Bacon. How? Oh, good mortar hit, but that you can't. Oh, you're lucky that Panzer IV's. Oh, he does not care anymore. He's like, all right. Oh, thank God he got. Please don't lose the MG. All right. At the very least, he has a Comet. But with the pack gun and additional grenadiers, the Panzer IV could win that. He will need the damage engine repaired, because I think with it, yeah, I don't think he could stand up to a Comet for very long. B-4 was fired. Unsure where it hit, but it was fired all right. Oh, and 31 special operations. They could do frag bombs on the B-4. So no artillery, though, for the Germans. We double B-4s. It looks like got 4 kills together. They might be trying to help in the south. Yeah, I think they fired a couple volleys that way. But looks like, for the most part, that might have actually helped a little, at least delaying the repair. Oh, nope, maybe it's repaired. Comet's not coming on in. Might be able to protect the facility. The pack gun's right now the main target. You neutralize that. That's the biggest threat to the Comet, as it'll do some substantial damage. Stu pushing on in, but we have a Jackson lying in wait from Joey. Also nice M1 opening fire. That Stu is probably going, God dang that SU. Bringing a piece of a car, the Panther is. M1's been knocked out by the Grenadiers. Half track, though, trying to hold. Stu opening fire on the half track. He's going to need to escape. Takes a hit. Looks like he's going to be able to retreat. Rifleman pushing on in. Easily rifle grenades if they can launch it. Half track might die here. Hold on. Oh, gets out. Very clutch play by Joey. Takes again, very lucky that happened. Oh, man. He's like, oh, I lost the half track. Repair crew's like, don't worry, guys. I got a plan. Did the plane just crash into the... Okay, even if it was just there, the plane might have killed it. Almost Sudan are shredding their echelons. They just decide, you want to get in. Then get out. Panther might be open fire on it. Oh, they kill the man. He went flying. Almost Sudan doing a very good job holding the line against the American infantry. Rangers gonna have to come on in. Panther took a number of hits from the Jackson. Rangers doing what they do best and making them run. Very good job with the close range support. Rangers leading the way with their Thompsons. Panzerwerfer, though, opening fire on the Jackson, trying to help that M1 out. Panzer IV coming in. Looks like he's from the south. Comet looks like cleared him. So, yeah, he sends Panzer IV up there thinking he could fight off the Jackson. One more shot he possibly could have, but unfortunately, it's just simply not the case for a long-term fight. Oh, my God. Well, I'm just going to say that was hilarious. Panzer IV, you went the wrong way, man. You went the wrong way. Volk squad's in mid, currently trying to hold that VP. Right now, still a close battle with over VP points. Luckily, the Brits are still holding the south. If the Germans take this, they might be able to turn the tides against the Allies and hopefully catch up. Grenadiers pushing on in, and again, they'll shred the penal troops quite quickly. So, good job there. Rifle grenade coming on in. Kills the squad. Double snipers again on the field. B-4, oh my God, initiating the demo. Yeah, everything died right there. Coda doesn't have too much in terms of his overall population. Still has a decent amount of manpower and fuel, so I wouldn't say he's out of the woods yet. To be fair, he was versing Bacon, who just now barely got everything like together. Again, he looks like he recruited the pack for himself. Hopefully, the Vickers will be shortly. He saved the base, which was a big win, so that he doesn't have to, make a new foundation. These guys are grouped up a bit too much for my liking, but it will do quite a bit. Grenades going off. But gets a couple, 3 models, not too shabby. But yeah, they're pushing on in. And American forces are trying to drive back the Panther. But luckily, we got a flanking maneuver by the Comet. Again, nothing in the south stopping him. And is firing shots on the Panther. Luckily, Panther makes a desperate and very quick escape. Lots of, oh my God. There's some person here that's like, yes, almost a dot in mass. Good. Oh my god, there's so many of them. That's 16 almost a dot models. That's a lot of damage right there. That could be a, especially with LMGs and such. Great shot with the B4, driving back the Grenadiers on low health. The blob is moving north. The snipers have to really be careful with those long-range weapons. So yeah, it's just a situation where it's like, okay, do or don't. Do you engage that blob? Well, judging by how quickly that unit died, not without a lot of men. Also, it looks like the Panzerwerfer pushed back the Rangers and the MG. So right now the snipers are the best thing because they can wear down the Obel Sudan's expensive infantry. May even kill the squad. But once again, they have to be very quick because if the Obel Sudan get close, they could shred the snipers like no one's business. Comet looks like got damaged. There are some mines down for S minefield specifically. I think Teller mines would be good in these positions. Though I'm assuming Bacon might just get a minesweeper, but Ocwieja hasn't, so again, leaves that corridor open. Germans getting double VPs and again slowly pressing the Allies down, also decapping a lot of territory. Allies doing pretty good for doing damage to the Axis, but on the flip side, the Axis are taking more territory, giving more resources, which will help them to get better weapons like, oh, I don't know, LNGs. Anyway, currently opening fire on the infantry right here. Looks like the Obel Sudan are taking a lot of hits. I would move to the heavy cover position by the stone wall or the the truck. That would really help. Jackson providing fire support, maybe just trying to kill the cover. Half tracks here for anti-air purposes. We do have a couple caches down. I know that's a little harder for the enemy because they have an OKW, but still, at least we have one cache down. So the Allies still keeping in it, even if they don't have a ton of territory right now, but they are slowly regaining that. Panther looks like has been healed, has gotten 6 kills. Half track doing very well, 8 kills on it, doing really well. So good job on the unit preservation for that half track. I know the big things like, oh my god, can't you believe the B-4? Or can't you believe this and that? And it's like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the B-4 has 10 kills. I'm very happy about that. But sometimes the small stuff really does matter. You don't need to get the heaviest of infantry to win games. Sometimes I've seen people win games with rear echelons, and I mean, probably on a scale, they're probably with some of the weakest infantry compared to like Soviet engineers. But the point of the matter is, you can have really weak infantry or really weak units, like Osttroopen's a great example, and do really well. But of course, a stronger unit has a better potency of just excelling at that and doing extremely well over a long period of time, instead of just like gearing up and having that late game, that early unit wasn't as strong, being so powerful. It's like having just deploying Frieza, who's innate with the power. Frag bomb comes down, blows up everything. Jesus, and there goes the M1. And then Goku works from doing that all the way to a Super Saiyan. So there's that. Great shots, by the way, with the B4. Hot damn. All right, I will classify someone as a believer as well, Panther died. Although I'm curious as to who was it. Orient? Orient, I think, lost a Panther in that one. Whatever the case may be, great shots all around for killing a Panther. So, and again, I know some armor and infantry assisted with that, but still, good win. Obel Sudan, though, might be able to kill the sniper. It's going to be very close. They're on the retreat. Obel Sudan trying to finish that off, but I think the Rangers and Riflemen will save him. Actually, might even kill the squad. They barely make it back to base. Obel Sudan, on the other hand, I don't think will be as lucky, though. He has a lot of German support coming on, and Rifle Grenade coming on, and forcing Grenadiers back. Obel Sudan being chased by Rangers, but Rangers have a very short range, so somehow the Obel Sudan lives with a hair of health left. So really great job with that covering. Again, if the infantry was not here, I guarantee you that my American infantry would have killed that Obel Sudan squad. So good teamwork. Right now, I'm currently watching this gentleman here. He's getting another Panther. The south seems to be the biggest issue. Lots of defenses. Bacon is learning from his mistakes, I think. Oh my god, don't group up like that. There's that 3 squads all close knit. Comet, white phosphorus shot. Really well done. Again, from up on the hill. It's a great shot because it forced them all back in that small little corridor. So, really good, well done. Why are the Grenadiers like literally on top of each other? Oh, okay. We need a morale boost, guys. Stay close together. Sir, isn't there a pandemic going on? 6, stay together. Do not social distance. Sir, won't the B4 murder us all? Nonsense. That's fake news. B4 shots can't hurt you. You're German. Oh God. Oh, God. Stay safe, everyone. Anyway. Engineer squad hitting the cache, trying to burn it. Stormtroopers lying in wait. Could ambush. again, very well could ambush. Looks like we got some additional force going in to grab the munitions. Germans sold the VP and right now are about to edge out if they can to get a lead. It's ever so slight, but a lead in total overall VP. Nice shot with the, wait, was it Jackson? I'm unsure, but something hit it from the side. Luckily, Panther gets backed off and the Comet's going to move forward. Issue, though, for the Comet would be the second Panther coming in behind it. Right now, moving on in, he does have some additional support. We have 2 PyroShark rifles, aka 2 possible satchels, and looks like the 6-pounder and as well the Pak-40s down there. So if the Panther tries to go down, all the Comets up here, he's gonna have some issues. But it looks like 2 Comets are now on the field. I want to say, oh no, it's a crocodile. I saw some heavy armor in the distance. I was like, I can't make it out. Is that a bear? No, it's Sasquatch. It's the rarity of armor. Fantastic. Anyway. Very good against infantry, and also good against medium armor, especially with its armor and really well in its main gun. But infantry's pushing on in, and soon they're about to learn a lot of issues with attacking a Croc head on. Now, luckily, they're going to Panzerfaust it, but it looks like not enough damage was done, so no damage armor. Panthers will put shots on target, but the Croc can take it, at least a number of good hits right there. Issue right now is like the line of retreat. Right now you have the slowest unit in the back. I know that you're trying to, try to go in one group, but that is delaying the Croc, which could allow them more hits. Luckily, the 6-pounder is there to cover, so good job there. Demo has exploded. Looks like the Soviets are having a rough time with that. They are pushing up, though, with the Grenadiers, and we're able to, kind of spot that stuff. Hopefully they... Wait, did they just... Oh, my God. I was like, what are they fighting? Oh, the British infantry on the side. Looks like we have British artillery coming down. That might be a small issue, but this is where you send in one unit at a time on the opposite end. Hopefully able to capture the territory and keep themselves in one piece. Grenadiers, by the way, doing very well for themselves, getting a number of kills. It's the highest one so far. Oh, 36. Jackson just lying in wait. One issue, though, is Orient doesn't have a ton of munitions right now. Right now he's about 50. And he just used a triple Panzerfaust, but he has no way to finish this off. So again, it's like, is your goal to just keep it at bay? So that's not as effective as, say, a Soviet or British, even though commander focus could, neutralize this issue. But it does take a little bit longer to repair, getting an engineer squad or own infantry. Americans, they just get out and kill it. They have that positive. Anyway, MG moving on in. British British being pounded by a double Panzerwerfer right there. Having a lot of issues. But looks like they will at least maybe be able to hold. Hold on. Maybe not. Comet's going to try its best. Croc is going on in. We have a hell of a fight right now between the Brits and the Germans. Germans just piling up on the Panther. I think they're trying to do Panzerfaust. Luckily, our engineers pinned the Panther, and the Comet's going to continue to put pressure. Croc has yet to take any damage, but double Panthers are going to keep trying. Looks like 6-pounder was re-equipped. Oh my God, there goes one Panther. Stormtroopers were trying to help, but looks like they're stopped firing for whatever reason. British forces bringing artillery. B-4s are now opening fire in the vicinity, blowing up some mines, not really doing a ton of damage, but they do drive them back. So really great job on the solid defense right there. Again, choke points, always very important. Always focus on the choke points. Sniper, on the other hand, having a bad day. They lose the Vet 3-1. That sucks. Almost done now. There's still 4 squads. You just send 3 of them together. MG's going to suppress 1. They could flank. They do hold mid now. So they, again, Allies got it back. So they put pressure. But now Germans are getting ever closer. Croc coming on in. Most likely going to burn away the Obersoldaten. But Jackson's still on standby. And the Panther up north actually dealing with the MG. Jackson was busy, but it looks like is repositioned, also using its special round to do extra damage. Or at least make sure they can get through the Panther's armor. To be 100% fair, it's penetration versus armor, and also increased damage for about 20 seconds. So kind of like a heat round or something, but it really, really helps against the Panther's armor being sloped and allows for a good shot on target to pen that armor. Another Panther coming on in to assist. Unfortunately, having some issues right there, as a lot of the Panther shots are hitting it, and they did mark it, but I don't think they're going to kill the Croc. I think it's just going to be taking that damage. Also, a lot of infantry has been burning alive right there. Not great. Also, Pershing is now on the field, and that's going to put some extra pressure on the German armor. Germans, again, have a more infantry-focused loadout, so while they've been doing very well against the other British and the Soviets and such, inflicting some heavy casualties, unfortunately, they're gonna have a rough time with this. Luckily, Panzerwerfer's coming in to help. Luckily, Lieutenant wasn't hit as majorly as it could be. Double Panzerwerfers getting a number 25 kills in total. Right now, the Grenadiers trying to hold, but the British coming on in, even though they don't have a ton of veterancy. Got to give credit to all these Grenadiers. They are all like Vet 3 or something incredibly high. B-4 is firing, but missing 3 B-4s, so Jesus Christ. Alrighty, sure. B-4s, by the way, have a total of 21 kills. With this one closest to Vet 2. Anyway, this position is currently under, looks like American control. Looks like the Germans won't be able to really take it. British, oh, sorry, not British. A Soviet coming in as well to help cap the point. Incendiary going down. That might do, oh, no. Well, they hit the engineer squad. I think they know the demo's there now. KV-1's on the front, and it, wow, kills 2 Sedan squads. Hey, win-win. I would absolutely take that if you could. Because, again, any bit you do against Opel Sedan is more manpower they have to lose to get that stuff back. Population-wise, though, again, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for the Allies, even though they are doing a good job pushing the Axis back. They are in about, what, mid-upper 70s, while the Allies are currently in the mid-80s, I would say. Mid-80s. So, Allies doing a little bit better. Nice kill right there on the squad of Volks. American infantry pushing on in. Again, also give credit due to Joey. Lots of Vet 3 units. Really, really nice. Also, I wonder if these are the I think these are the vehicle crew from earlier. So if that's the case, if they get a a vehicle that's down, they can put the vehicle crew in it. Which would be really cool. Great Panzerwerfer shot, kills the Penals. I think the Soviet is taking some major casualty. Yeah, he doesn't really have a front line base left. Demo is there. I'm not sure if he sees it or not. He's staying away, which is good. That's positive. Opel Sedan, though, are doing a damn good job. Oh, wait. Panzerwerfer coming on in. Not enough to kill it itself. Opel Sedan should be able to kill it. It does. B-4's opening fire over this general vicinity. Looks like the MG was slightly hurt, but not all that bad. Demo kills 2 additional models. Also, they could possibly, well, no, I wouldn't, well, maybe not. I mean, like, give it to a Sturm, that's additional AT, and then give a Sturm the Panzerschreck, and that's at least more AT than it would generally have. Pershing opening fire against Grenadiers, so really trying to stop the Germans from grabbing it, but neither side can gain a huge lead over the other. They keep just battling each other to the very end. Anyway, Pack 40 opening fire on the KV-1. Pershing and Croc there, all nice heavy tanks for the Allies. Infantry coming on in. They're going to do mass Panzerfaust. Now, this situation where it's a little different, there is some AT right close by. I just don't think there's enough. And it looks like heavy cav smoke is being called in. So, nice job on the trying to protect it. Now, Panther is being ballsy. He's pushing on in. The Jackson support's coming on in to prevent the Pershing from dying. However, Panther gets an excellent shot and does kill the unit, which is a huge win for the Axis, because once again the Pershing will be delayed, so Joey will be unable to get a new one. B-4's at the opening fire in the general vicinity, so Panthers taking a little more damage but pulling back. Orient gonna have 2 Panthers. Looks like we have another Panther over here, and Coda has a Panther. So it looks like the Axis are doing very well with their mobile artillery, the Panzerwerfers, and also their heavy not heavy tanks, but with their main battle tanks, aka the Panthers. They're doing a very, very good job at holding back a lot of the Brits and Soviet and American armor. Even though they do have a good combo here, you have a lot of damage dealers with the Firefly and the Jackson, and as well you have a lot of damage takers like the KV-1 and the Croc. So the Allies, I feel like, have a nice suite of stuff, especially because they're all specialized in different ways. A Firefly combo with a Jackson can be really nice, especially with the missiles, because then you can pin something down, the Jackson can just go to work on it. Whereas the Firefly is a little more power, but a little less rate of fire. But anyway, both are still very, very good. Anyway, Opel Sedan pushing up. AT is on standby in case the armor comes this way. Axis do have an opportunity, I think, to maybe kind of push this way a little bit, kind of overwhelm them from a certain angle. And it's not like the Axis don't have recon. They do. Artillery flares can be called in. So it's one of those situations where it's like, surprised we haven't seen more artillery flares being called in, just to identify key targets for the Axis, especially for like the Pershing retreating. That'll be a perfect time. So you have recon for your armor, that way you're not rushing up infantry. This might be an issue though. Jackson and the Croc is under fire. We have a frag bomb coming on in. Doesn't look like it really did too much. KV-1 is hardened. Is unfortunately in a position where it can't do too much, but hopefully it can hold back It's taking hits, but actually bouncing quite a bit. Firefly is right behind it, trying to help that damage, trying to help with the infantry. He's picking up his armor. Still some balances from the Panther. Another Panther does manage to hit it. Engineer squad actually picked up the PTRS rifle. Looks like the KV-1 might bite it unless we see some major support come in. KV-1 does. Infantry's right behind. B-4 coming in with that support. One shot coming down. Satchel going off on the Panther, which will cripple it. Jackson might kill it if they can get continuous recon, but the Pac-40's right there. Hold up. Oh my god. Coming in with the clutch from the south. Bacon coming in, but unfortunately double Pac-40s are there. He's going to need to pull back very, very quickly, and he does with barely any health left, but the Vet 3 Comet does make it back to base. B-4 is firing in the area, trying to hit the Panther on the retreat. But this is also a situation where, like, you have so many B-4s that you also don't have much of a main army. Like, technically, I think the Soviet... Yeah, the Soviets have more of an army than Joey, theoretically, right now. But I think Joey is a better army because while the B-4s have been doing damage, I think so many of them kind of is putting a lot more pressure on Bacon and Joey to commit with their infantry and such. You have stuff, but it's not really all that effective. Like, this American infantry, 19 kills. These Rangers, okay, 9 kills. Not a great example. 18, 9, Reshlan's even with 3, Jackson, 6. How the hell? Oh, wait, did he lose a vehicle crew? Is it all infantry? Either he ran it over or it's another vehicle crew that got switched out, but still. You know what? I bet it's the half-tracks crew. I bet it's the half-track from earlier. And then this one has 1, which is 1 infantry. Okay, so yeah. That maybe that. I think that's what's going on right now. Anyway, Croc's taking hits while Firefly and Jackson come up from behind. B-4 fired somewhere, luckily as well. Got to give shout out to Bacon holding the south. A lot of resources. Also, again, combine that with the caches that were built. It's very well. Panther taking a lot of hits after that missile attack. Allies trying desperately to hold the line. And looks like they might. Panther's charging, unsure why. I think it was trying to kill the Firefly. Once again, flares. Flares, people. Flares. Anyway, Panther pulling on back. Still being hit. That range of the Jackson is on point. Another Panther is down. We do still have 2 more lined on up. We do have a bombing strike coming on in. I think that is a Stuka that was launched at the enemy. We have 1 Panzerwerfer. Frag bomb coming on in. Doing quite a bit to the penals. They do manage to escape, however. Panther, it's knocked out. Oh, nice job. It was a 6-pounder from below. I think he's just like, what? How to get shot? And it's like, you forgot about Bacon and his flanking maneuver. Never underestimate Bacon having an army, because, yeah, sure, Bacon had a little trouble in the middle of the game with the Panzer IV, but ever since that Comet came out, it may not have been perfect, but he's done a decent job of coming in from the south and really doing havoc. Unfortunately, though, I feel like additional infantry on the front would really, really help, and I'm just not seeing the Allies have that capabilities compared to the Germans. We're seeing 4 Obosudan squads, each one with like between 7 and 30 kills. You have the Grenadier squads, which have 46 kills. Wait, is that? Yeah, 46 kills. B-4 hitting the Command Panther, missing the shot, though it will drive it back. I'll give full credit there. It will drive the armored unit back, although there's a lot of artillery right here. The only way they're hitting those B-4s, because so far back, is with a Stuka. That's unless it's like higher veterancy, and I don't think they would want to even attempt to push up and try to do it now because of the fact that all that armor the Allies still have that could easily snipe it. Anyway, we have a smoke drop coming on in. No, recon. Recon's coming on in from the Soviets. Okay, not bad idea. Germans, though, still have anti-air, so we'll shoot down the plane pretty quickly. The plane will probably... I was going to say, will it get shot down and fall? Wait. It almost hit the Germans. Okay. Cool. Anyway, Comet falling back. Grenadiers pushing on in. Backed up by Pac-40 that's been hit by White Phosphorus. B-4's coming on in but missing the shot. Grenadiers pushing up with a... Oh, sorry. And Stormtrooper pushing up with a demo being placed. Maybe don't place it when the enemy literally is shooting you. That's maybe a general rule of thumb. That being said, if... Oh my god, Stuka comes in saying, all your hard work is gone. Well, that was a good Stuka at the very least. Cleared that point. Bacon, by the way, 1,400 manpower, doing very well for himself. Joey and Kyle doing a little better. Double SU-85. So there's that backup I'm talking about. That's a lot of tank destroyer action right there. We got... Oh, so that's good. They can at least combat the Panthers. Right now we have a lot of caches, which is a bit weird, especially due to the fact these caches are so close to the front that A, it's a little unnerving because it's like, okay, do you expect to hold that front? And with what? You have only Grenadiers and Panzerwerfers. You don't even have AT. You've lost that much armor. So, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, not a bad idea, but that only if you can protect it, which I highly doubt. So that's 500 manpower currently down the drain for Orient, which you could have used that to get, I don't know, well, hold on, let's see. He would have had 500 manpower and 78 fuel, or roughly at this point. Yeah, diminishing the fuel at what he could possibly get, because again, there's not many major vehicles you could get other than maybe, let's say, a 222 for recon. Great shot by the way of Panther and Pack, especially with the stun. Kills the Croc. That's a nice little win right there against the Brits. Bacon, though, has plenty of resources to get a new one, so don't feel like a Croc might not come back. Trust me, he has the capabilities to. New demo at mid. What I'm trying to say is simply put that, by the way, if I'm like short of breath or something, or like just kind of like taking one in, my left side's acting up again. So still recovering. Theoretically, it's been was it like it's been probably a week and a half to it's been a week and a half since I've been confirmed I don't have this thing anymore, and it's still bugging me. It's still causing havoc in my lung. And they're like, yeah, you don't have it. We did a test twice, and you test negative. So it's like, all right, fine. But yeah, so like I said, stay safe, guys. This thing, even when the virus is gone, literally for close to 2 weeks, my side is still bugging me. So just a heads up. Anyway, luckily, double pack really working out and kills the Vet 3 Comet while I've been talking about myself. Also, the AT right there, Rakan forgot to mention that. Panther moving on in, though, might hit the demo, which would be hilarious. Oh, nice shot with the B-4, actually hurting the Panther as well. Great use of it. Another Panther moving on in, trying to kill the Jackson. Oh, Joey losing the unit. And the man goes flying. And next to the tree, 10 points. Almost done, hoping to grab mid. Again, Vet 3, a lot of these are really highly vetted, which makes them even deadlier, is trying to deal with that thing. So what do you do? Alright, well, at the very least, the Allies have been at least contesting a little bit more. They've been doing a decent job. Joey does have enough to get another Jackson. But unfortunately, I think he might have been trying to save up for a Pershing, which will suck a little bit. B4's opening fire. Up north, we have American infantry pushing on in, beating back the MG. Again, a lot of great coverage by the mortar carriages against the infantry, which will help. Stuka gets a nice kill on the rifleman, bringing the overall impact of Joey's frontline force to 3 combat-ready frontline troops, 2 riflemen and the ranger squad, to be specific. Smoke going down, hopefully delaying the infantry coming on against Sudan, but with them being just penals, I don't suspect them really pushing much. Panzerwerfer and Grenadiers pushing in the south, and actually, they do have a Bren, so they stole that from the Brits. So good job, Bacon. Bacon, though, has plenty of resources. Surprised he isn't deploying anything else. I think it truly is waiting for the Croc. Though it is 20, so he has enough to deploy a Comet as well, which is also... Wait, no, I'm sorry, he doesn't. It's 230. What am I saying? The Comet's like 185? No, 175. My apologies. Wait, wouldn't it be better to get 2 Comets? Maybe you're just trying to take a damage deal. Oh, actually, you're versing a lot of infantry. I can see why you want Croc, which is more maybe specialized against that. Su-85's pushing back the Command Panther. Nothing to sneeze at. Vet 4. Ooh. Yeah, that's, again, if it hits all units, my god, that could be devastating. Because yes, let's give Obersoldaten an additional boost. That sounds like a great plan. That sounds like a great idea. Let's help out the Obersoldaten, the poor Obersoldaten. Anyway, recon by the Soviets is currently in effect. Again, we know the Germans have anti-air. By the way, both caches on the left were neutralized. And resource-wise, it's almost dead even with the Allies slightly down in overall resources. Oh my god, plane trying to pull up. Alas, not able to land. Not able to land. Anyway, Obersoldaten currently shredding the Rangers. Again, being Vet 4 will do that to you. Smoke going down. I'm unsure why, but luckily the mortar carriages are doing quite a bit. Rear echelons and one rifleman squad are trying to hold. Get some great shots. Very close to killing it. Might get the Obersoldaten squad if they're lucky. Firing the shot. Panther took the hit for the comrade. He's like, he dove in front. Except instead of being shot, it deflected off him, which is even cooler in my opinion. But anyway, Tank Destroyer is opening fire on the Panthers, forcing them back. Croc is now once again in mid. I think some additional British infantry section could be good, or maybe Royal Engineers. Just have a frontline army. The only reason I would say against Royal Engineers is you don't have that upgrade for Vickers and additional and quicker repairs. That's my only thing I would possibly say about it, would be you just don't have that. Now, unfortunately, the Croc is very low. A direct shot might finish it off if he's lucky. Not able to. Stuka coming on in. Hits across the board, but not really doing much damage. Maybe a little bit to the Penals, but I think the Grenadiers and from the two armies are really doing a lot more. Penals just being shredded. Another Panzerwerfer coming on. Satchel. Oh, he's not paying attention. Luckily, he didn't kill his squads. I'll give him credit. Very lucky in that. Still coming on in. Resource-wise, the Allies are definitely putting a lot more pressure on the Germans, now holding about an 80-point lead. But if the Germans recapture that point, that will be huge, because that will allow them to slowly whittle down the Allies, hopefully. Frag bombs coming on in, hopefully hitting the... Oh my god. Kills the Su-85 and kills that Vet 3 repair crew. Joey absolutely has to be feeling it after that. He's lost so much. A lot of his main force has been neutralized to a great extent. Firefly as well pulling on back. Germans, though, not having a real, like, strong counterattack. They have some Grenadiers to hold, but, like, here, great. They killed the Jackson. Again, unfortunately, should have probably pulled back, but unfortunately, the Packs killed him probably too quickly. But, like, Riflemen are just going to come on in and retake the point. So, the Allies still have something to hold, but they are definitely on the back foot. Axis, by the way, are currently mid-70s. Allies up to, remember, mid-80s is now down to an average of, specifically Joey now losing a lot of his men, is down to, I would probably say, like, upper 60s. Still, I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, still close. But the Allies, I feel like, are losing a lot more. Oh, my God. I was just about to say, losing a lot more units. And then B-4 is coming in, getting some great shots against the Obel-Sudan and the Grenadiers, murdering a number of them. So, great shot all around, at least holding them back. Croc trying his best to keep them at bay. Did get some nice repairs in. Luckily, he's double Royal Engineers to assist with that. Germans, though, are holding the VPs, so they'll put pressure back on the Allies. Again, it's a tug-of-war match right now. It's anyone's game. Allies need to be better at holding. Axis need to be trying to keep their stuff alive, because, I mean, the Allies, okay. If the Allies can hold the point until VP point win, great. But they are losing way too much infantry. On the flip side, the Germans need to somehow neutralize those B4s. It looks like they got hit by something. Maybe a frag bomb came in along the side. Unsure about that, but also, again, you have to worry about the anti-air. But luckily, our recon flares really just allows that, really allows it to come on in to, you know, not be shot down. Also, again, gotta give it to the mortar carriages. They're absolutely helping out, trying to knock out those packs and holding the Grenadiers at bay. Suka coming in, trying to kill these shock troops on the retreat. And, yeah, right now, a lot of artillery coming down, though it seems to be aiming at their own allies, so not sure what the... Oh, my God! Great shot with the B-4. Just when you thought the allies were down, the B-4s are like, not yet. Holy shit. That is 66 kills right there with the B-4. Alright, we got a believer. And, yeah, that's astounding to me. Great use of it. Again... Definitely farther back, but luckily they are vetted up, so that will help with the, that will absolutely help him out immensely, because of the fact it cuts scatter, which will allow them to just have a better area of effect that is more controlled. Also, the Germans aren't helping the fact by they are grouping up. I will say Vet 5 Command Panthers, so they are currently... you know, having additional abilities unlocked for the infantry, which is making these Obel-Sudans scary. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have super Obel-Sudatans because they are being buffed by the Command Panther. Being Vet 5 and having the bonuses, all you need is the Command Tank to come on in, and these things would be pretty much on point. The best thing he has is the B-4s, and luckily the B-4s did annihilate one squad. Not even a super Obel-Sudan can take on the power of a B-4. But they're going to try. They're healing right now after those hits. So, yeah, they need to hit him with everything to really knock out these units. Right now, we do have some shots, and it does look like 30 is losing some manpower. But he has plenty in the bank. He has 1,200, so I suspect more infantry on the field shortly. Have to pull back from the shock troops. Down south, looks like we have some additional... again, he's still trying to defend this area, though he could possibly move up if he had some more infantry. Bacon, you have the paper... I mean, like, hell, you could get forward logistics glider, set it here, and just walk up with commando squad. Like, you have the ability to. It's a little shocking, Bacon, you're not getting some better troops. And look, even if you don't want to use commandos close range, they now have the bonus with Bren's, and he has plenty of resources to get 2 great squads. Rangers fighting, meeting an unfortunate end. Stuka getting some good hits on the shock troops. So good job there. Orient is up north. Very risky, I would say, with these Panzerwerfers being this close. But he's waiting for something. I think the Pioneer squad's trying to give sight for them. And looks like that is exactly it. They're opening fire. And because it's closer, it should do more damage. Infantry's not moving. I think it's a little too late. Luckily, I think they were suspecting a little bit more south and to the right. The infantry did make it back to base. So good. You lost some manpower, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Anyway, Panther now moving in against the Jackson and Wetback. Right now, again, has to worry a little bit. Opening fire on the Jackson, but should be fine. Firefly on the south. Vet 3. Bacon, I'll give you that. But you do manage to push that back. Both Panzerwerfers, by the way, also Vet 3. And being boosted by the Vet 4 leadership. So, oh my god. Just on the map, like, this game is still going. Up north is probably the biggest area where you could hit. B-4 is trying to kill the cache, maybe, or hit the packs. Unsure, but they do miss. Lots of Panzerwerfers. I'm seeing like 4 Panzerwerfers. Allies, do you have any artillery? I mean, mobile are stuff. It doesn't look like it, so no Katyushas. But again, you still have the B4s. My biggest gripe, though, is if this guy gets a Stuka operational. If he gets a Vet 3 Stuka, those B4s might be in for world of hurt. But luckily, that seems like the Stuka's having a harder time getting that veterancy compared to a lot of these Stukas. Also, all the B4s are now Vet 3 and have insane. They're getting close to 100 kills. Again, I give credit, full credit to the American infantry and the Brits and the limited Soviet forces that can push up to the front for doing so well. Panzerwerfer coming on then, though. Unfortunately, causing quite a bit of a stir with Joey. He's we have 1 rifleman squad, by the way, and nothing else. The Rangers died. The remaining riflemen perished, and although free weapons if you want it. Stuka, fortunately, I don't think getting any good hits. Maybe hitting the M1. But now we have a battle for mid, and it's do or die right now, in my belief, because right now the Germans are in a situation where they just keep pounding the Allies with artillery. The B4s are doing work. Let me be very clear on that. I thought those B4s... I'm like, nope, mortar carriages. I mean, mortar carriages are trying to help, like, stop it. They have gotten a number of hits. But, like, well, these Panzerwerfers only gotten maybe as much as the mortar carriages. By the way, nice strafing support, but I don't think it's doing all that much. 1, there's anti-air, so they will be shot down. Oh, B4, though, gets a great shot on target. I think there may have been 2 in that shot. If another strafing support run can be hit on maybe this Panther, it would kill it. Although, plane goes in itself, try to kill the Panther, unfortunately not able to. They are going back for repairs. Where's their mechanized? Oh, mechanized base over here, but he's going all the way back to base, most likely for his Pioneers also up to 5 models. Going on in to get some heals in. We still have some Allied planes in the air you have to worry about. But again, that half-track is doing a lot of good work. So gotta give it up to it. Oh, wait, half-track died. Wait, I think. Yeah, the half-track died. Oh, no. Oh, no, that sucks. So I'm assuming the Panzer headquarters had to be initiated for anti-air purposes, right? Yep. So they'd use the Panzer headquarters. Not a bad idea, but, man, that sucks that you lost the half-track. That's a really good unit to lose. I think it was maybe the B4 that possibly annihilated it. Grenadiers trying to hold off the Royal Engineers, and looks like they will. B4 still opening fire on the support equipment. Losing a lot of health. Oh, there it goes, finally killing it. And the Allies will hold on to mid. But again, they've lost a lot of their superior, not rank, veterancy, but looking at the Axis, they also did too. Look, yeah, they've lost all their highly vet Grenadiers. 30, so some of Soldaten. But He's only switched to an anti-armor role with the Jagdpanzers being deployed. So B4s are doing work. They definitely killed the strongest German infantry, which is good because if they didn't have those, then yeah, the Command Panther boosting all that infantry, that would have been a hell of an issue to deal with. Anyway, infantry's trying to hold up here. Double Jagdpanzer opening fire on the S-55. Might make quick work of it. Nice grenade trying to get him on retreat, but all of a sudden doesn't retreat until the grenade goes off. And yeah, great shots with the Jagdpanzers. Again, Command Panther helping him out. And they drop smoke to hide from the Soldaten. Not too shabby. Down in mid, again, the Panzerwerfer just shredding the infantry. We're down to 1 engineer squad. Not much of an art. We have 1 shock troop squad from the Soviets currently capable of holding the line. The B4s will need to fire again soon. Although it looks like they all just fired away. And I will give them credit. It looks like they're almost at 100 kills. They're like a couple away. Great shots around. Great shots. I think they're like at 91 or 92. But good. They get good use by the B4s holding the line where they can. Grenadiers trying to shred the shock troops. British infantry coming on in. He has upgraded with Brents. Although Panzerwerfer's coming on in. My only question is, Bacon, you could get a Cromwell and like, or an art. Wait, do you have an armored car? No, you got Beaufort originally. I'm sorry. You could come up here, go around, and just smack into these Panzerwerfers and neutralize them, because these things are getting, like, combined, they have like 60, 70 plus kills, so it's like, you probably want to focus on them if need be. B-Force coming in, fortunately a little bit to the left. Rail Engineers, though, coming on in. At the very least, the Allies are still holding on. Mortar carriages just lighting them up. Really doing a good job with those things. Holy cow. 38 kills. Just 2. But they are holding back. Oh, B4, great shot on the Jagdpanzer, neutralizing one of them. God, it's like the Axis are like, okay, we push the Allies back, and the B4 comes in and just knocks it out. The Command Panther is also somewhat damaged. Plane crash, not helping the Allies, because again it was a recon, but still, lots of fuel at the least for the Soviets. So luckily he can get anything. He just needs manpower. Another Jagdpanzer in effect. Soldaten trying to hold this point. Mortar carriage just blowing up so many men. Up to Vet 3. Panzerwerfer coming on in. They're trying to take mid. Right now, the Allies are doing a really good job there. They're holding mid, but bringing the counter down. Okay, Panzerwerfer hitting your own men. Not what I expected, but that might actually kill the Grand. Yeah, that just murdered the Grenadier squad. Great job, Panzerwerfer. I don't know which one of you just fired, but whoever just did, you just kind of fucked over. Wait, I think it was Coda. I think Coda did this. Coda, you bastard. Oh wait, no, that last one just fired. So I actually have no idea. Oh my God, B4 hitting the Jagdpanzer, bringing it down. Oh, so many hits, and I think they've cracked 100. I want to say the B4s. Yeah, they have cracked 100 points. They're I think at 100 and 102. Great hit there, murdering all that infantry that were trying to go for the point with some white phosphorus. Not a lot of Grenadiers remaining. We do have, hold on, something in effect. We have shock troops that are being boosted right now. I think they might be just trying to get to the front. Again, really good from Mother Russia, just keeping troops pushing forward and getting back to the front if need be in a quick period of time. As soon as they engage, they will be driven back. Reshlan's trying to put some damage on that Panther. 36 kills. This thing has been a beast on the field, and right now it's killed 4 allied vehicles, and he really needed to try and neutralize that. Panther coming up north. Again, still no defense over here. I truly believe Bacon has the golden opportunity, once he has enough population, to get, let's say, a Cromwell. How much would be a Cromwell? 12. Yeah, so he loses the Brit squads, deploys a Cromwell, goes right side, kills all their artillery. I think that really would help, especially because it's not like you don't have recon. I mean, the Soviets are literally sacrificing pilots to give recon over the enemy. So, just heads up. They're doing what they can. Unfortunately, strafing support not enough, so I don't know airstrikes or anything is really going to be called in on that stuff. And the plane immediately goes down. Don't know where, but it went down. Luckily, it looks like the Americans are taking the far left point. Really not much action over there, and yeah, they just walk on in. Now, nice Stuka could... Oh, my God. Stuka and Panzer... I think it was the Panzerwerfer in there. Did quite a bit. B4's coming on in. Kills a Jagdpanzer. Excellent shot. That's 2 Jagdpanzers B4s have killed. Frag bomb coming on in, killing all but 1 Royal Engineer squad. Probably going to die. If I had to... Nope, it lives. It'll live to tell the tale. Double Yagpanzers have perished. Command Panther is still in the fight, though apparently not a part of said fight that is currently going on in mid. Shock Troops trying to fight for mid to try to gain control and hold control of the VP. Unfortunately, there's too many grenades being thrown. Katusha now, oh my god, did not expect that. That was only B4s, but nope, purely artillery roll. Coming on in, Pioneer Squad's been wiped. Pack guns being quickly taken out by the Riflemen, and Rangers, that looks like got recently deployed to the battlefield. Panther trying to assist. Panzerwerfer very close to the front. Might have to worry about that. Oh god, Panther got hit with a B4 shot and being forced back. AT grenade could also be fired, and it is keeping him pinned. Do we have another B4 that could be fired on target? No, we do not. Oh, just fired. He was trying to aim for it, I guarantee you. Fun fact, if you want to increase the accuracy on a B4, for Mother Russia, activate that when you fire it, and it will help you with reducing the scatter effect and being more on target. Unfortunately, Koda's lost pretty much all of his frontline base trying to go in for midpoint. Luckily, the Sudan are there trying to assist. Unfortunately, those mortar carriages are really doing a lot of work and just shredding him. Forcing him back. So some great work there. Meanwhile, Shock Troops pushing on in, but nice Panzerwerfer hit. Definitely is going to cause some issues. And yeah, great shots with the Grenadiers. Slowly wearing down the Shock Troops. More shots coming on in. Comet just shredding the Grenadiers. Again, they could recreate the pack. I don't think that's likely with the mortar carriages right there. By the way, they got 46 kills, so doing a lot of good work. And yeah, getting a lot of great hits. Does look like the Panther did come in for a side hit. Tried to kill Jackson maybe. But alas, maybe took too many hits and had to pull back. Which makes sense. There was literally, they have not only a German AT gun, but they saw the M1 moving on in. So combined all that, if the Panther's taking damage, if I was smart, I would pull back. There's no way you want to stay in the fight when you know the Allies have a ton of AT that you're dealing with. Anyway, population-wise, Germans might seem like they're down overall because of the population thing. But overall, like in terms of infantry, but overall population is not terrible. Not terrible. Probably they're in like average like upper 60s to low 70s, and while the Allies are currently in the mid 70s. So it's still rather close. It's just they have a lot more recruits. They're burning through a lot of their manpower they saved up. For the Allies, it's like, okay, what do you do against the Allies? Mortar carriages, I know, take at least 2 hits. It's not like a Panzerwerfer Katusha where it's 1-hit KO. Well, actually, okay, I'll be 100% clear. I think a King Tiger with a heat round. I have to double check that. Looks like we do have a frag bomb coming on in. And one more would do. Fortunately, Orient was deciding not to use his frag bomb that day. And otherwise, a double frag bomb probably would have killed it. So again, a little more coordination, although nice Panzerwerfer does drive the Americans back. Jackson does hit the Brumbar, forcing it back, as it's already on low health. Pershing up in the north, backed by Shock Troops, with Katusha fire coming on down. Really great use right there. B4 is looking for a new target. I mean, the Axis are coming on in. Orient's really trying to take it. Meanwhile, we have Shock Troops boosted by full Mother Russia trying to hold the line. We'll see how they do. Yeah. Interesting shot right there. Comet on standby, opening fire, but kind of not getting a good hit. Shock Troops and British Infantry very close together. Again, we'll have to watch out for Panzerwerfer. We have another Comet coming on in. Again, I will 100% say that a sneak around attempt to try to knock out the artillery would be beneficial. Frag bomb coming in, killing not the Shock Troop barely alive, but the one that was in better health. That's going to hurt, was it Kharkov? Quite a bit, as his frontline infantry is, he's, okay, never mind, he still has 2 Shock Troop squads. Not terrible, but still, losing a Shock Troop does hurt. Anyway, another Panzerwerfer coming on in, more in the back. I'm thinking he was trying to hit the unit on the retreat. Okay, hit that. Actually, I'll say the 6-pounder, or sorry, the M1, and the oh god, well there goes that AT gun. Oh, well, it's still barely alive. Just need to repair it. MG is well down. Again, I like how he's using flares now. It's like, I guess we should use flares. He has so much munitions. It's ridiculous. Great shot, blowing up that infantry with a mortar carriage explosive round, which is not a thing, but I'm now making it a thing. B4's crippling that Panther. It's now like 2 shots from death. I don't know what you're talking about. I do know that you've done shit to Bacon, so he has 1,600 manpower. The guy's like, oh man, the Allies, they just keep throwing bodies. It's so overpowered. It's like, dude, you haven't even engaged the guy who's sitting in the south. He just sends his armor and infantry occasionally. You're just allowing him to soak up so much manpower. It's not the Soviets that have, like, just massive reserves. It's the Brits. I mean, actually, I take that back. That makes sense because the British were able to pull men from India, from Australia, from New Zealand, for what that's worth, South Africa, Canada, in other like small little colonial possessions like was it Malaysia, Singapore, other regions. So it's like, if they need the men, they can bring it in, and by God, like, so some of those men fought extremely well. Anyway, shock troops coming on in. Unfortunately, the Germans did take it back, but they have 12 points remaining, so they need to hold on to that for dear life. And unfortunately, I don't think they have the cycle down. Also, B4s are at like 120 plus kills. Panzerwerfer coming on in. That's a great wipe. Okay, see, here's the thing. You killed 2 squads. Bacon's like, oh, okay, well, I can deploy 3 more infantry section real quick. Just give me a moment. Shock troops coming on. Oh, get annihilated. Did he do a frag? Oh, my God. Why would you call it a frag? You're going to kill your own men, aren't you? Okay, I'm going to chalk up to the frag bomb, even though the Comet did take the shot. Oh, my God. Pack gun opening fire. A Brumbar and standby to hold back the infantry. Again, right now, the Germans, 66. They still have a ton of men. I just think they need to be a little more, like, spread out and, like, piecemeal itself in. As well as, I'm also surprised we've not seen, like, a deep strike effort. Or more frag bombs against the B4s. Because, or, like, again, you could do a frag bomb against Katusha in this. Like, you know where they're firing at. Like, what are you doing? It's so weird. It's so weird to me that the thing that you're complaining about, if you are indeed complaining also as well about the artillery, about them inflicting so much manpower loss on you, maybe that's how you're supposed to take that. It's a surprise you have done nothing to counter it. There is ways to counter it, you've just not done that. Now, luckily, your Panzerwerfers are doing extra work to make sure literally every shock troop has died on the field. So good work there. Also, they still have a decent amount of manpower to keep the stocks going and people come to the front, but not, oh, never mind. But not as much before, is what I'm trying to say, as the Germans keep losing men left and right. Not saying the Allies aren't losing men, it's, oh God. But yeah, it's like that where 3 B4 shots come down, just wipe everything. Once again, we are looking at a total B4, like almost 130 on kills, so I cannot tell you how happy these B4s are making me. Like, it's just great to see some really honest B4 action. It's just perfect. Anyway, so, especially with that one that survived the frag bomb. So, good job on the Allies retaking that point. We do have a small push with the Pershing up north. Brumbar will bite it. Command Panther, I'll also give this. It's one of my favorites because it has lived this entire game. 3D, I think, has done a good job with his infantry and manpower. Oh my God, Panzerwerfer doing quite a bit to the Jackson. And this has been marked. Panther might give chase. Stuka coming down, helping clear stuff. We do have a Echelon squad as well with bazookas. Might be a bit too much, especially with the Jackson right there. But he's going to try to kill this stuff. It might not pan out that way. But he'll try. He might. No, he definitely wants to pull back. One more shot would kill it, but also a couple bazooka shot on Jackson could really, really do him in. Allies trying to take the point to win this game. Germans bring up additional forces to end this game. We have an Ocwieja that's just been chilling in the back. I'm actually surprised you haven't been a little more aggressive with it to kill the Allied infantry. Ocwiejas are great for killing that stuff. Rough grenade fired. Again, not a lot of munitions left. He already activated assault and hold. Panzerwerfer, though, coming on in, wiping that conscript squad. Oh, God. Okay, I will say, probably, oh, my, well, see, like that. That is a clear waste of a Panzerwerfer because you're firing both of them, but only one of them is actually doing something. The other one actually just hurt your men and caused them to be unable to suppress. So, Orient, before you blame the Allies or, you know, patches, how about you don't suppress your own men? That really helps. Anyway, so shots coming down. Yeah, a lot of artillery shells are keeping the Axis at bay, and I feel like this is about to be GG. The engineers will grab this. Again, there's also been no pushes down south. Wait, hold on. Is there mines down here? Is there any mines? Bacon did place no mines as far as I can see. As far as I can see, there's no mines here. So, okay, they got pushed out the point from Panzerwerfer. Another one coming on in. Oh, Stuka coming in, sorry. Oh, God. All right. Seems like your Panzerwerfers are doing just fine. They have. Oh my God, Panzerwerfers are. It's interesting because the Panzerwerfers, 4 of them are what, 43 kills, 35. Jesus Christ, that B-4 shot. With 70 kills plus what, 50, 60. They're on point with the B4s. They're on point, but I think the B4s will win it with more kills. Oh my God, Panzerwerfers versus B4s. B4s firing, not getting a lot of good shots. Mortar carriage, great. Okay, see, there you go. You got the kill. Comets are getting some repairs. Coda leaves the game. Hold on. Why'd Coda leave? I have no idea why. He just decided, you know what, F it, I'm done. Panzerwerfer, again, doing more work. 30 dropped. Wow, okay. I don't know why they dropped. They did hold the allies back with their Panzerwerfers. Oh God, the B4. And, yeah. Oh, one shot. Panther so down, and Jackson coming on in with the Pershing. Panzerwerfer coming on him, almost killing him. Oh, the Ranger is dead. Panther's dead from the Comet. Another one is dying. This is, by the way, not the AI that just charged both Panthers in. Suka coming on in, trying to kill the mortar carriage. Again, all the battling's going down here. There's like very little action up here. But yeah, they're retaking this point. That's pretty much game. They're gonna take this, and that'll be it. Yep, there they go. Looks like everyone dropped. Wow, not even a surrender. Okay. Alright. But let's double check. By the way, thank you to Joey for submitting this replay. Seriously, man, thank you so much for being an awesome supporter. Thank you for being amazing, like, on Twitch with the subs and also on Patreon. Seriously, man, Joey, thank you so much. Also, Joey has his own Twitch channel. I will link it down below. But if you do want to check out an awesome, or also link it here. But if you also want to check out an awesome Kotu streamer, check out Joey. But yes, thank you, Joey. Also, 105 damage. Hot damn. Most kills does go to the Soviet. We'll get to that in a minute. And most losses actually go to Joey. So, more Soviet getting a positive kitty in that. Although, to be fair, I think, had less frontline troops overall. And Joey had a lot more of the riflemen, which did help out a lot. Allied force, actually the Axis forces, most damage went to Coda, of all players. I'm actually a little curious on that one. And maybe his Panthers were good? I'm unsure. But most kills goes to Orient. His Panzerwerfers were on point. But we'll go through everyone and see how they did. Coda, let's see. We got 10 kills with the... Oh, okay. With the Pack 40. Nearly 50,000 damage. Oh, Packs were doing work. Oh, right. Yeah, the triple Packs. Orient had 44 kills with his Panther. Not too shabby. And yeah, quite good there. 30. Panther, 45 kills, 31,000 damage. That Command Panther was on point. And 163 kills for the Obersoldaten. So, yeah, Obersoldaten really going above and beyond. 51 kills for this squad. A lot of high killers. Soviet forces, 148 kills. B4 did not get the most kills this game, but by far was probably the most impactful with those shots. Jesus, the amount of armor it killed. Because we can check, because I don't think any of them were decrewed. We got 60 kills, 3 vehicles. Yeah, so we got, at the very least, 6 Axis vehicles dead from the B4 shots. So really great jobs there. I know, and some of them were the Jagdpanzers, and some of them were the Panthers. So again, good work. Joey Jackson, 35 kills, a rifleman 88. Having issues with the Obersoldaten, but they still held their ground pretty well. Bacon, 64 kills with Comet, 26,000 damage. Really good work. But here's a question: who won, Panzerwerfer or B4? All right, so we can actually double check this with some math. 33, and that is 58. And then combine that with Orient, who says his Panzerwerfers, with 45 and 36. That is 81. So the B4s do edge out over the Panzerwerfers. So really, really great work there. And really great job for the Allies doing some great hits all around. Bacon, I feel like you could have been a little more aggressive with your front and maybe got around it and end this game quicker with a good shot to the back to kill the Panzerwerfers, which would have probably made them rage quit since their pride was hurt so much. Let's see. Yeah, Coda, I think maybe some better preservation with your forces. I know you like the B4, and to be fair, I love the B4, but I think you need other units. The one positive I'll say is good anti-air to make sure you keep shooting down the planes. Let's see. Joey, pretty good job. Your infantry did very, very well. Not much really negative I could say other than just it's hard to dodge Panzerwerfer, so I can't say like better unit preservation. Honestly did fairly well overall, I would say. There's not like a big sticking point. Orient, yeah, maybe don't be so spiteful. 3D, fantastic work with his Command Panther. Maybe, actually, for the Axis in general, coordination, double frag bomb, working with, to hit, you know, the mortar carriages, that would have killed him. Having the Command Panther lead or be at least a part of the charge to help everyone get boosted, that would have really helped. So a little more coordination, I think, on the Axis side really would have helped out a lot. But anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, and mines. Mines down here to stop a flank. Like, I know I said to flank, but also, like, seriously, the Brits even lay mines. But anyway, that's going to be game. Thanks for watching to Greyshot17. I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey G240, Anton, Bishara, Ion, PyroShark, Ace, and Jakub Ocwieja. Seriously guys, thank you so much for your amazing support, especially over the past month. Been through a lot of personal hurdles, but you guys make it a little easier knowing that you guys support me. And same thing with the patrons down below. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.